place to stop and settle down, down, down. And I never wanted all those things people need to justify the lives, lives, lives. Yes, we were born to be alive. Yes, we were born. It's good to be alive, to be alive, to be alive. It's good to be alive, to be alive, to be alive. It's good to be alive. Time was on my side when I was running down the street. It was no fine, fine, fine. A suitcase and an old guitar and something new to occupy my mind, my mind. Yes, we were born to be alive. Yes, we were born. Yes, we were born to be alive. Yes, we were born. Yes, we were born to be alive. Yes, we were born to be alive.
Good evening, everybody, and I hope everybody is very, very well. And welcome to my birthday Friday frolic. Yes, it's my birthday today. As you can tell, the picture of youth as I reached the milestone age of 21. Can't you tell? Yes. No. Just add a few more years, like maybe 33. Yes, I'm 54. Yes, I'm now the ripe old age of 54. And I feel every you could say every year of it. But anyway, let's have a look who's in the chat. And yes, cheers for that. Hello, my dear friend Billy Kershaw. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Cheers. Yes, yes, thank you very much. And the man who never sleeps, who's on every live stream around the world. Cheers for that, my dear friend. Please give a massive thumbs up for my moderators. They're absolutely superb, all three of them. Jow, Alistair and Mad Monk. Couldn't do this without them, so very much appreciated. And absolutely rip-roaring fabulous Friday frolics. Happy birthday to fabulous. Cheers for that, Stephen Bankier. Yes, thank you for that. Thank you. Exactly. Ding dong. Hello, Ali. Hope you're well. Good to see you. And yeah, good evening. Another one of my fantastic moderators. Couldn't do this without you guys, so much appreciated. So yeah, and thanks for birthday wishes. Thoroughly appreciate it. Hello, Kirsty. Hope you're very, very well. See who else. Heidi, hi, Friday campers. Bit low on power on my phone at 16%. No worries, my friend. As long as if stay as long as you can, and if you have to leave for whatever when your battery goes, it's not a problem. Good to see you here, though. Good to see you. And hello, Bella Coffee. Hope you're well. Hit like and subscribe for more of the Blase, the best Blase, the greatest Blase. He's a terrific guy, does great work. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I made an absolute horrendous ricket. I sort of like got two little clips ready for today, but I made an absolute bell end of myself because when I got it all uploaded, I thought, right, I'll have one for 5 o'clock, and I'll have another one at 6 o'clock. I thought, just get them up. But instead of doing it for 5 p.m, I put it for 5 a.m. Because what I did was, I got it all sorted. I thought, I'll sort out thumbnails, this and whatever, tomorrow. And then I looked at it and I noticed one of them were already up, and I'm thinking, what? How's that happening? I thought, I bet you put it for 5 a.m, you tit. But anyway, never mind. Such is life. Hello, P&M. Hope you're well, my dear friend. And hello, Dave Durnford. Hope you're well. Good to see you. And thank you, my lovely daughter. Happy big old birthday to my dad. Yes, thank you. Much appreciated. And hello, Sir Larry. How do having a boogie beaming? Good. I'm glad to see it. Much appreciated. Right. And hello, Diz. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hello, Ben Shaw. Hope you're well. Hello. And hello, wake up and smell the rosaries, and thank you very much. Much appreciated. And hello, one angry pagan. I was just in the middle of watching a bit of a live stream about that certain individual we will not be mentioning tonight. But hope you're well. Please, if you've not subscribed to One Angry Pagan's channel, please do. Does some really, really good stuff, and he knows his shit about the environment. Boy, does that lad know his shit on in the environment. So if you're big on your environment, there's your man to watch. He's a pagan, and he's a one angry one as well. So please like and subscribe. And yes, is there anybody else? Hello, Tone. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yes, I'm the birthday badger. Absolutely. Badger. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much, Counter Kev. Thank you. And cheers, Steve Binning. And hello. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. And let's see if we can do it this way. Well, let's see if we get in there. Hello, Eddie Wolf, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Much appreciated. And let's see. So I'm trying to see if I can get. Hello, Sean. Good to see you. And thank you, Frederick K. Thank you very much. And yeah, I certainly hope so. I've had quite a lovely day, actually, nice and quiet. Because I first got up this morning and I had my orders. Said, "Oh, birthday boys," my wife said, my beloved says, "Get kettle on, make me a cup of tea." So I didn't get away from any chores. You know, those are the breaks. Never mind. They say that's a secret to a good, happy marriage. Just say, yes, my dear. But see, see if I can do it this way. Come on. No, I can't do it that way. Never mind. I can do it this way. Hello, Miss L, and thank you very much. Cheers, really appreciate. Thank you very much. Yes, Virgo as well. It was on my birthday on Monday, 8th of September. Oh, happy belated birthday to you, and I hope you had a lovely day. Oops, right. Let's get back a little bit. I have a funny feeling we have everybody in the chat. And, oh, Indie Duck Melanie, hello. I hope you're very, very well. Much better with right. Welcome to the Friday Frolic. We'll get there. We'll get started soon in a bit. But I think, almost missed out on Gordon. Thank you very much, my dear friend. Thank you very much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. As I say, I got a couple of little handful of gifts that I was quite impressed by, especially because, like, my son, he was working late last night, and he was and when he was doing a late finish, I was ready to go to bed, and my wife says, "Well, your son, he was rather hoping you'd be up so he could give you his present before you went to bed." So I stayed up, and then when he came in, come down, and first started off with, he knows I'm a bit of an Iron Maiden fan. This is what I got from my wife. T-shirt with the legend on the front, Ozzy Osbourne. Always loved Ozzy Osbourne music, so much appreciated. Got a bit of a Iron Maiden. I am Eddie the Trooper. Tubbs, I've never seen anything like these, but I was quite impressed with this. Lemmy, Ozzy Osbourne, Eddie the Trooper, Cyborg Eddie, and Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman. That's probably one of my favourite songs from Ozzy Osbourne. But anyway, he also got me this, which I'd never seen before. It was sort of like, "Dad, I want to hear your story. Father's guided journal to share his life with his love." He says, "I want you to finish it, and I want you to give me it back." So, and I was deeply touched. It was it was sort of like a family keepsake journal, and I'm thinking, well, there's something I'll have to do, you know. And having a little look through it, and it was all stuff like the beginnings, childhood, with all sorts of questions. Like, what was your full name at birth? And I thought, shall I put the expletives that my mum was shouting when she was when I was being born? Were you named after a relative or someone else of significance? And if you had been given a vote, what name would you have picked for yourself? And stuff like that. So there's how many pages is there in it? There's about 152 pages, so there's going to be a lot of writing I'm going to have to be doing. But it'll certainly be something I will endeavour to finish long before I've drawn my last breath. But I was really touched and quite impressed by it, because it got a little quote. "It's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years," by Abraham Lincoln. I thought, so I'm quite really impressed. So I'm going to look forward to filling that out. So I've had a pretty decent start to my birthday. So Yes, absolutely. Better be touched by an Aussie doll than by Jimmy Savile. Yes, I think I'd go along with that as well. Limp slowly to the hill. Limp slowly to the hill. Is one of my mine has to be "Hallowed Be Thy Name." That song just blew me away. Bruce Dickinson's vocals at the end was absolutely brilliant, absolutely amazing. So, but anyway, I will say is thank you very much for all your. Thank you for all your counter. Yeah, I've always had a bit. I loved what we call him, Black Sabbath. Yeah. I liked Lemmy as well. He was very, very talented, wasn't he? Yeah. There's that song that is it called 16, if I remember rightly? It's totally different to what they call them. What's the name of his band now? Names have just escaped me. Lemmy's band. It was totally different to what Motorhead. That's it. Good God. It was always sort of like totally different to what they were. You'd normally expect, but let's be honest, it was a really, really good bit of songwriting. Children of the Damned, yeah. Klansman, Dance of Death. Yeah, if I'm honest, one of my favourite albums from them was 666, Number of the Beast. Also another one were Power Slave, because that song, Rhyme the Ancient Mariner, I love that. I love that because I just love the bit in the middle, you know, where they do then you hear the little excerpt from the Samuel Taylor Coleridge poem. So I've always liked that. What do I think about the Punk Motorhead LP? If I'm honest, I don't have a right lot of Motorhead, if I'm honest. Not because I didn't like him, it's just I just didn't really buy him, but it was just it was a case of I would hear a song and I just naturally liked them. You know, I always remember growing up listening to, watching my dad, you know, my old-fashioned dad boogieing away to Ace of Spades, and I'm sat there thinking, this is a man who likes Stevie Wonder boogieing away. I just called to say I love you, and then he's practically getting in a mosh pit to Ace of Spades. Mental. But anyway, let's crack on. I know we could practically talk about music and stuff like that, but that's not what we're here for, are we? We've come for a bit of light-hearted relief and a bit of good giggles, and you know, after what's been happening over the week, and let's just say that sort of like I usually get pick up about 20 bits of clips, and I've got a couple of little news headlines that you might find interesting as well. One's a bit of a news thump one, if I remember rightly. I want a little bit of a funny news story that was quite funny about a bear. So, but we'll get to that later on. Right. Let's start with what was the topic of what happened last Friday. What was no, we're not talking about I'm not talking about Dame Andrea Jenkins practicing her new Veralyn, you know, our sparkles. No, I'm not going to unleash her on you. I think we've all suffered enough, haven't we? We've definitely suffered enough listening to the clown that is Dame Andrea Jenkins. No, we're going to talk about. We're going to have a little start about what basically happened last week. Yes, we had a resignation, didn't we? Yes, yes, you could say the establishment who for months and months been telling a working class woman she needs to know her lane. Yes, this tax dodging is not for the likes of you. So let's just say we've got a bit of a interview from a Friday Frolic interview from the lady herself, the one and only, the former housing minister, the former deputy leader. And we also have she has brought support with her. She's brought with her Rachel from accounting. So we did have to ask her how is she taking the situation so far, and I'm just trying to work out which one is taking it worse. Is it Angela Raver or Rachel from accounting?
I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine. I'm not fine, Rach. There. How could Keir do this to me? Let me go like that. It's because of working class, isn't it? It's because of my accent. Do you want some Valium? Yeah, go on then. I just don't know what to do, Rach. I don't understand tax myself. I regularly make much bigger boobies. We all know that. To be honest, I don't know how you still got this job, Rach. I mean, what do I do now? What job do I do? I could write you a CV. Good God, no. Oh, I'm proper f***ed, aren't I? I need another drink. But you've already had 1, 9, 3, 7, 19, 3 drinks. Just one more, Rach. Okay, I'll sort it. Do you know what? Why are you doing that? I'm going to book a flight to Ibiza. That's right. UK can't handle me. You don't know what you're missing, babe. I said 1. That's double the amount. I must have miscounted. I always borrow more than I should have done. This is all the Tories' fault. Do you know what? You've actually made me feel much better. I'm much better out of this show. Got it though. You've got to still keep doing this. What's that? Your job. What's that? Oh, Christ. Get me another 2 goodbye drinks, will ya? 2, 1, 9, 14, 49 billion black hole, 50 million. Oh, screw this. Not again. Right, that's it. I'm off to Ibiza.
Yeah, get yourself off,
Britain. Love. You mother.
22 billion, 49 billion, 11, 10.
Yes, as you can gather, that was the hilarious and brilliant Nerine Skinner. Yeah. Yes, she's absolutely brilliant, is Nerine Skinner. Right, Saxon. Yeah, there was one song I did hear. It's I can't remember what they call it now. Oh, can't remember it. It may come to me later on. Yeah, and Andrea were having it large in, having it large in. She certainly is. Yes. Yes, reasons to get you through the day. Yes, yes. Rachel suffers from hyperinflation episode. We never know. We might actually get a visit from our Rachel from accounting a bit later on. You never know. Yes, but I have to say it was another crying shame that in the end you could say they got her, didn't they? They were never going to let her go, but now, judging by it, let's be honest, there is another bullseye they've got their eyes on now. We've got with our Nigel Farage has the audacity to criticise our Angela Rayner, and he's practically doing near enough the same thing, hasn't he? And there's that old saying, isn't there? You know, be careful of criticising scandals in other parties because it can just easily happen to you, can't it? But yes, I think once she'd broken the ministerial code, I don't think there's any going back from that end, really. And it's a crying shame because anyway, she was one of us once she, and so. But whether there's a way back for her politically, I'm sure she will be, Stephen Banksy. I'm sure she will. But it's just an absolute crying shame. And as Marina Perkins, she basically said, all this is basically to say to the working class, know your lane. These sorts of tax dodges aren't for the likes of you. Personally, I never understood why she would even consider it, because especially be working class, you've got to be extra careful, aren't you? But let's hope that politically she doesn't get hounded out, because I think politics is a better place with the likes of, Angela Rayner in politics. That's my personal view, because when you listen to her background story, she well, yeah, exactly, yeah, if it had happened to them, could have happened to them, but the media wouldn't be bothered. Yeah, exactly. Because what makes me laugh, they seem to spend a lot of time basically following Nigel Farage, whatever. It's rather odd that they never took interest in hit the house in Clacton. But anyway, speaking of the man from Clacton, Clacton's in action, man. Yeah, on the same day, he had a conference, which, let's be honest, judging by from what I've been hearing, went down like a lead balloon. Be it with sparkles destroying everybody's eardrums to platforming an absolute quack when it comes to vaccines full of idiots. So, but also there was another quack who got platformed. An old, you could say old. He's old. Tory has made a bit of a comeback. Yes, they won. The only Mad Nad.
Don't call it a comeback. Hi, I'm Nadine Dorries, Politico heavyweight, former frontbench woman, and celebrated author of books that are actually nothing like Call the Midwife. Shut up! This week, I have made the toughest decision I've ever had to make. Yes, even tougher than when I quit being the MP of... I am leaving my beloved Conservative Party, to whom which I have nothing but loyalty and gratitude, and I'm joining Britain's hottest party, Reform UK. You may be asking yourself, but Nadine, you didn't appear in Parliament once from July 2022 until you resigned 13 months later, Nadine. You're not even an MP. This deflection to reform is hardly big news. And to that I say, I am big. It's the Conservative Party that got small. Yes, it is now in Everton Football Club that Nigel Farage and Reform will become the next government of Team GB in Northern Ireland. Every day, Nigel is going around the country talking and speaking about the issues bothering everyday people. Issues like... Oh, God, there was something about hotels, wasn't there? Money? People are usually worried about that, aren't they? Anyway, they're going to win the next election, so I'm on their team now. Yes, now that I, Nadine Dorries, no longer an MP for ages, cruelly prevented from becoming Lord Nadine Dorries, am literally a member of Reform UK, a party that is cleverly also a business, cha-ching. You can look forward to me appearing on your screens an awful lot more. Get this, if you say a lot of just like stuff, literally anything, they'll pay you to talk. Can't wait. And they can ask me about have you spoken to Boris Johnson as much as they bloody like. I'll never tell. Because he stopped answering my calls a while back, actually. Well, guess who picks up Boris? Nigel. Nigel does. Not always, obviously. He's a busy, busy man. But he always texts back. Yes. Sometimes I get left on 2 blue ticks for 36 hours. But I always get at least a thumbs up emoji in
the end. Yes, our mad nad has made a glorious comeback. I have to say that I every now and again, you know, when it comes to the algorithm, every now and again I get the odd one or two of the locos who used to be, you know, yeah, I used to vote Reform, but now it's either the complaining of the fact that he did away with racist Rupert Law. Yeah, because you know when somebody's getting too big for the boots in not Farage PLC, they've got to go. Nobody upstages Nigel Farage in Farage PLC, so he had to go. Or it's a case of too many Tories, and I could see that being a bit of a problem for some Reform fans. And as I say, I can't remember the name of the guy, but it was about 20 minutes video, and it's sort of like I had a little watch, and it was interesting to watch. And then I just thought, you know what, there were two things that sprung to mind. First thing was, he's only just realised that Nigel Farage is a grifter. I think, really? Where have you been all these years? That's all Nigel Farage does. And his second one showed you, yeah, is completely off the wall mental. He said he believes Rupert Law is the only one that can save us now. Let's just say he was absolutely off the wall bonkers. Absolutely mental. Hello, Tone. Hope you're well. Good evening. Yes, you'll be surprised. I sometimes find these little gems, and yes. Good evening, Tommy Tommy Lee Cadden. And thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, my birthday today, and I'm going to have only a couple of drinky poos, because my wife bought me a couple of pint cans of I think it's an Italian beer called Perina. I know it's called Perina, but I'm sure it tells me. I've got the feeling it's Italian, because like down where we live, there's a little microbar called the Cracker Barrel. Not the same one in America, you know, that all the MAGA fans have been going mental over because they've changed their logo or whatever. No, it's called Cracker Barrel, and they do a beautiful pint of Perrini in there. Don't need too many of them, so but I'm gonna have a couple of them with and I've got a couple of bottles of Bud, and that'll do for me tonight, because I've got to be up early tomorrow. Big game, big derby tomorrow, playing against the Tykes, the Dog Borrows. I mean the Tykes, the Terriers, should I say? Sorry. Yeah, well, Bradford City versus Huddersfield Town, so going to be a full house, so I'm looking forward to that. And hello, Dennis Pennis. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Good to see you. Hello, SG. Hello there. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Counter Kev. But no, it's called Peretti, and it's absolutely beautiful. But cheers for that, Dennis. Cheers for that. Really appreciate it. But yes, that we are now getting a comeback from more Tory MPs. Conclusive proof that reform is practically Tory 2.0, innit? I've got a couple of friends who might bump into tomorrow, and if they say out political, I'll just say they're all reform nutters. I'll just say, what's it like being a Tory now? I'll be able to say to them, I'd have thought you'd have turned up in your spangles and all that singing Insomniac and stuff like that. I'm an insomniac. Wind them up, and if they get shirty, I'll just say, can you list me at least 3 policies that Reform have got without any of them being about immigration, and then just watch their heads explode. But anyway, yes, Mad Nad has made a comeback. So, but also, what happened in America? What? Yes. No, we're not talking about what happened a couple of days ago. That is that's for other channels. But far more serious. This is far more serious than that. Because apparently, hot off the press, and it's so hot off the press that even Fox News have gone mental over it.
Watching Fox News. The president has just returned from his historic tariff summit overseas. There's the president now looking handsome as ever. Oh, and there's the Prince of Darkness, who's been traveling with the president as of late. The president has made his way off of Air Force One and will now speak to a diverse crowd of reporters. Over here, Mr. President, how did the tariff meetings go?
They went great, buddy.
Mr. President, we're all dying to know something. Your wife, Melania, has been staying in New York and away from the White House.
That's right.
Well, what Fox News really wants to know is, are you fucking Satan?
No, I'm not fucking Satan.
We're just sort of hanging out. Oh, come on, President Trump. With everything you've been doing, pretty much the whole country thinks you're fucking Satan now.
I'm not fucking Satan.
Can we go, please? He is fucking Satan. That guy's definitely fucking Satan. What a stud.
Yeah, Fox News.
Yes. So that's been doing the rounds on Fox News. Can't you tell? As you can tell, all that is yeah, that was off South Park. That was just hilariously funny, isn't it? You cannot beat a bit of South Park. Yes, they were absolutely crushing it. But as I say, when it comes to little news stories, it's not all. They're not always going to go away. You know, a little bit like the Epstein files. They don't always go away, and quite clearly, they won't let it go. So Fox News still going at it, but one thing's for certain: the truth will always come out.
We may just have another Trump and Satan spotting. The two are rumored to be in a small mountain town in the Rockies. Let's go to our Colorado affiliate. Yeah, guys, there's definitely black clouds and swarms of locusts here. Probably another Labubu party. You know, whenever there's a Labubu party, the president and Satan usually make an appearance. We've got our eye in the sky now. Guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, you can see little girls running and screaming. The president just coming out onto the front lawn, and yes, there is Satan. They're definitely hanging out.
Come on, let's go.
Lucifer!
So, it is you.
Just what are you doing, Satan? I will know.
Okay, it looks like Jesus Christ is now on the scene for some kind of biblical showdown.
I have seen your evil at work, Satan. I bid you leave this realm at once.
You think I don't want to leave? I am bound to him.
Bound to him how?
All right, fine, here. You all want to know the truth?
What do you think the truth is? What do you think? What dastardly truth are we going to find out?
Yes, we're together. We've been together for months, and I want to leave him, but I can't. Because...
Why do you think he can't leave?
I'm pregnant.
He's pregnant?
So now you all know. I am forced to stay in this situation for several more years.
Satan is saying he's been trapped at the White House because he's pregnant. Let's get our science expert in here to see if that's actually possible.
Yeah, demonic pregnancies work a little different. The term is butt baby.
All right, well, that seems to be it. Satan is pregnant with the president's child. So Fox News can now confirm Donald Trump has been fucking Satan this whole time.
Yeah!
This is a great day for Fox News. For all the doubters who thought Donald Trump wasn't fucking Satan, in your face. We're going to check in now with Kid Rock. Kid, you must be overcome with emotion.
Look at stare, Kid Rock.
I just honestly didn't think the president was fucking Satan, but now knowing that he has been this whole time, I'm just so happy.
I have to say, there's something not quite right with this. I might have to have a little bit of a fiddle about with this, because it's not quite right. Give me a quick minute. Here we go. There we go. We're cooking on gas. We've got that sorted. Yes. So if it's true, if Fox News is reporting on it, it must be true. Donald Trump is fucking Satan. And Satan is pregnant. Shocking. Yes, if Sean Hannity is reporting on it, that must be true. I have to say, South Park, absolutely crushing it. Hello, cousin, it hope you well. Thank you very, very much. Yes. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, they have been right. Spot on. Hello, Dean Hallett. Hope you're well. And welcome to my Friday frolic, where we have a bit of a good giggle, and absolutely, yes, without a doubt, Ozzy, the Prince of Darkness. Yes, as I say, got this from my beautiful wife. Yes, the devil's tool. Yes, they certainly have raised their standards. Yes, they're starting to produce factual, believable stories now. Hello, Sonic. Hope you're well, my friend. Yes, good to see the other Prince of Darkness going this week. Yes. And good evening, Alex Adam. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. You know, as long as at least you've turned up. You know, that's all that matters. And the end of the day, it's just a bit of a good, fun-loving live stream where we will be. I'm just the show starter for when all the serious live streamers get cracking. Oh, pardon me. So don't worry about it. As the old saying, better late than never. Yes, Satan is pregnant. Yes. Oh, good God. Oh, Jesus. Now you're putting images in my head now. Oh, no. That's a horrible thought. But yes, that's the reason. That's the reason why Melania's been staying in another place in New York, because Donald Trump has got Satan pregnant, and she cannot take no more. But anyway. Do you want to know? This is a bit of a jokey one, but do you want to know how Donald Trump serenaded our Satan? Did he give her flowers? Did he give him flowers? Did he whisper sweet nothings in his ears? No, he did it through the motion of song.
I'm just a
Don't start.
bachelor.
Boy, you ain't genuine, you genuine wrong.
I'm looking for a partner.
Not me. Not me.
Say,
What?
come here. If you're horsey, let's do it.
Bye, boy.
Riding my pony, my saddle, waiting, coming, jump on it.
This guy is hilariously funny. He's brilliant. I love it when he does a voiceover for funny animals. He just makes me chuckle. As I say, I just had to basically just. Now there's a thought. Did Satan give consent? Good thinking. Good thinking. Yes. How well done with the South Park spoilers. Absolutely. Is this horsing around near, laddie? You near, laddie? It most certainly is. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I just thought it was hilariously funny. Speaking of our Sir Larry the cat, we have a bit of footage of what's been happening since last week, you could say. We're in number 10. What's been happening within number 10? Yes. So, where the real Prime Minister makes as you can see, makes a guest appearance. See if you can spot the real Prime Minister here.
In today's episode of Clowning Street, pressure mounts on the Red Witch of the North to resign.
What the hell? There's even talk of a bloody general election. You need to get to my office right now.
I'm sorry for all the trouble.
The bloody peasants are outside in force. Wear something nice.
I have me best frock on and I'm ready to face them all.
Who the bloody hell advised you anyway?
Hi, Mum. There was a mix-up at work and long story short, can I get a quick loan?
How much, darling?
£50 billion.
Dickhead.
Angela, with your resignation, we need a strong deputy PM. I'm considering Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq, he's not an MP here. The new law blocks him unless he quits as mayor.
True, but if he resigns and wins a seat, he's got the profile and party support.
Well, don't work here anymore. You dickheads can do what you want.
Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one?
We're here to mock, we're here to play the ministry's anthem. Watch dismay, every deceit, every false display.
This was from the Ministry of Wit, which I have to say was very, very funny. But let's be honest, we all know who the real Prime Minister here is. Yes, this is the real Prime Minister. Yes, there we are. You have to say, with the absolute shit show we're having to deal with, can you take over, Sir Larry? Yes. There's our real Prime Minister. My vote's on Sir Larry to take over. Oh. Ah. Yes, we have... Yes, we have Power to the People. Please like and subscribe. It does some fantastic stuff. I always enjoy his 5 reasons why so-and-so is a twat. And no doubt there'll probably another one with our... There'll be another one with our Tommy 10 names again, because he'll probably make a twat of himself tomorrow, won't he? Yes. That's a good point. I thought it was going to be Morgan McSween. Oh my God, he's making some right fuck-ups, isn't he? That's a good point, Kirsty. Yes, I love the way cats take their time over entering when the door is open. Yes, it's as if this, and they seem to look up at you as if to say, "You took your fucking time, didn't you?" Hello, Ronson. I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're having a lovely day. Yes. Julie Hartley Brewer is next, but I only keep an eye on I always keep an eye on our little Tommy, and so you should. I will look forward to that then, my friend. So yes, if you want to see the next upload from our Power to the People Graham Prize about Julia Heartless Brewer, then please go to his channel and like and subscribe. Does some brilliant stuff. And if nothing else, you get to see at least one very cute dog. At the very least. And hello, Rabbigins. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you're very, very well. From sunny Runcorn, home of the halfwit Emp. Tell me about it. Did you see that video where she walked up to Stephen Bray? Have you got a job yet? He said, I have a job. It's, I forgot what he said it was now. And that you could see your brain just, what the fuck's that? She had the proper rabbit in the headlights look, didn't she? She looked a right clown. Man, she made them both look a right clown. And you just think, you don't paint yourself in a good light, you know, when you're attacking somebody saying, have you got a job yet? Have you got a job yet? Is that the best comeback line? And I realised that he'd absolutely done them up like a kipper. We were making them, all of them look like absolute clowns. All she could do with that stupid grin on her face. Jesus Christ. I can't remember who said it, but somebody said that if they did a spitting image puppet of her, a spitting image puppet would look better than what she normally looks. I'd have to go along with that. I suppose that's what hatred does to you, I suppose. But yes. Boom. Sarah thought she could block gamma rays. Totally agree. But anyway. But yes, that's our our prime minister, I suppose, in that little clip. He was prime miniature. Yes, he's having a lot to deal with. Oh, never rains but pours, and you can tell he's had a bad week. Even Kamikaze bad enough had a pretty decent PMQs against him. I have to say that was odd. You know, he's giving him his full backing, you know, and then sacks him the next day. It was just odd. And I noticed on Thursday when they did the urgent question, whatever about it, I forgot the name of the guy who was giving the urgent question, but he looked rather sheepish. And I remember the Tory MP is I think it was Neil O'Brien, a right fucking half-wit of a nasty piece of work, a lying piece of shit. Have you ever heard? I probably did a bit of a strip on this where there was a young lass called Emma Monk. She does Monk Debunk or something like that, and somebody highlighted a bit of a Daily Mail article, you know, basically trying to paint out that the NHS refused to something on the lines refused to see this kid who was at a private school or something along those lines. But it turned out there are all sorts of this, and this Neil O'Brien, I think his name was, he was basically saying, oh, this is rampant socialism and communism and whatnot. It was really interesting, and it turned out he's just an absolute fucking Tory liar. Who knew? But anyway, but we have another Labour MP who's getting into a spot of bother. You know, basically, will not name. Well, there are certain things that you will not mention, but this certain Labour MP is on the same wavelength. Yes, it's that well-known Labour MP called Rosie Holt.
And what I'm going to suggest to the Prime Minister is that we bring back the Rwanda scheme. Do you remember the Rwanda scheme, anyone? Yeah, a few fans. Okay. So for those of you not familiar with the Rwanda scheme, it worked like this. In order to punish the evil people smugglers who smuggle vulnerable people via boat, stop the boats, to the UK, we counter-smuggle those vulnerable people via plane, start the planes, to Rwanda, a lovely place. In Rwanda, you've a genocide. All right, so you should know that as a Labour MP I don't use that word. And what I'm going to suggest to the Prime Minister.
Yes. Yes, the wonderful Rosie Holt. She's brilliant. Just like her and Matilda Thorpe, they have that wonderful gift of, drawing nutters in, thinking that they actually are MPs. She's absolutely brilliant at it. I still remember that story where that KGB's presenter and right-wing mouth frother thought she was an actual MP, and she was going around Twitter tearing into her for what she said. And the amount of as soon as I saw it, my first thought was, I wonder how many people under her kept telling her, this is a parody account. This is a parody account. And there were fucking loads of them. I don't know how long it took her to realise. But anyway, it turns out, fair play to her. She apologised and it all blew over into nothing. But that was just so funny. She has that fantastic gift of roping in the hard of thinking into thinking she's actually a real MP. She's brilliant at it, isn't she? Hello, Joe. Hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're very, very well. If you're not subscribed to Jow's channel, please do. And also, he's one of my fantastic moderators, so give him a fantastic thumbs up as well. And say yes, please like and subscribe to Jow's channel. Yes. Yes. How true Labour MPs never use that word. It's similar to Brexit. Yes. Yeah, you should do. She's really, really good, is Rosie Holt. She's really, really funny. Top class. Cheers. Cheers for that, my dear friend Alistair. Cheers. That's the amateur across after Mandelson. I would have been shocked. Anyone should have been able to have to leave. That PMQ's looking good. Oh, yeah. He got the feeling he looked low energy as well. He felt uncomfortable having to defend. But like the thing is, if you want to fully abreast all the ins and outs before PMQs, I'd have thought you would have done. You'd have thought, right, I'm going to have to make sure, because if you're going to give him your full support and then the day after you fire him, you make yourself look a right prize melon, don't you? and that's twice in and that's twice in a row. The one, the only, the fantastic Bin Podcast Network. Please go to their channel and like and subscribe. What they know about American politics, well, what they forgot, well, they know forgotten more about American politics. I'll get my teeth in that I'll ever know. And I watched it. Was it on Thursday? You know, when they were talking about that school shooting, and there was something that Mikey said that. It really struck a chord with me. It was when they were interviewing that child. You would think that the kid, you know, has been involved in a school shooting would be incredibly traumatized, but he just looked mildly inconvenienced. You know, as if it's, you know, par for the course nowadays. But all they ever get is thoughts and prayers. So please, Mike and Tim, absolutely superbly intelligent individuals, and you'll always come away from their live streams at least knowing you've learnt something. So please subscribe to Mikey Famines and Tim Bristol's The Bin Podcast. Please do. They're brilliant. So it's Maurice Glas. There were. I did hear one or two people say a few names. One said an outside choice was David Lammy, but I can't really say it. But you know, who knows? Yo, bottoms up. Another cheeky Friday Frolic. We're getting a 21 bum salute for your birthday. Thank you very, very much, my dear friend. Thank you very much. I'll tell you after this show, within about another hour, about an hour-ish, I'll be heading off to the fridge with get myself a pint of Rayner, and I might play my Football Manager game for an hour and chill out. No worries, my friend. One good turn deserves another, you know, because I always enjoy. Also, I've got a little bit of money. I'm thinking of investing in a bit of a decent soundboard, so get some funny noises. You know, add a little bit of humour, more humour to my live streams. Don't worry, I won't be going full Nick Abbott. But yes, I'm thinking of investing in a bit of a soundboard. Yeah. But yeah, I suppose. But the thing is, the thing is that would mean he'd have to give up his seat, and I don't think Labour would be happy with that. And I don't think he'd be they'd be happy with that. They did say somebody who was a former, you know, US former ambassador, but she looked for a way out. But they did say that, but I've forgotten her name. Basically saying that maybe they could rope her in for an interim job for a year or so. So, but yeah. Oh, that'll be much. Yes, I'll say I haven't. I haven't invested in one yet, but I'm looking about, you know, see which one that maybe I could sort of like understand, because like I mentioned this to my wife when I was because when we go watch the football, there's a bit of it's a Slovakian cafe bar just round the corner from a football ground, and I was mentioning about, because like when I've been on your as a guest appearance on your fantastic live streams, I always found your soundboard very, very funny and humorous, and so and I'm thinking, I just might invest, but I'm just not right sure which one to get, because like the wife said, had a little look at this one. She said, what do you reckon of that one? What do you reckon of this one? What do you reckon of the other one? And I'm thought that, no, I'll have a little look, and then I'll see what I think was probably be best for me. So, but we'll see. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Mikey, you could do some voiceovers. Well, you let's be honest. He does have the voice for it. Our Mikey Famine certainly has the voice for it, without a shadow of a doubt. But anyway, let's crack on. Let's crack on. But yes, that was the wonderful, fantastic Rosie Holt. But we have... So when it comes to our Prime Minister, our real Prime Minister, let's just say, when it comes to sorting out manoeuvres, you know, if he ever got a chance to meet up with Vladimir Putin, let's just say Vladimir Putin wouldn't stand a chance. Because this is how our Sir Larry would deal with our Putin, without a shadow of a doubt.
มงคลเมเจอร์ภูมิใจเสนอหน่วยพิฆาตระหำกู้โลกให้เสียงภาษาไทยโดยพันธมิตร
No messing. Well done, Sir Larry. Well done. Theme is there trying to do the sneak attack. Do the sneak attack, yes. Yeah, sneak from behind. But, you know, cool as a cucumber. Does the slight back step. There you go. Off you go. Off you go. Off you go, Putin. Yes. So that's the reason why I think our Sir Larry should be our Prime Minister. But anyway, let's just go to one of at least one of the articles that we have. We have at least one article. And even so, when I said to it, I have found an article about a curious bear. Yes, I managed to find an article from it about a curious bear. Yes, who decided he was going to take over a California ice cream shop. Yes, as you can see, there's a photograph of the bear. Can you imagine walking in, thinking, yeah, I might just walk in. Can I have a screwball or a 99? Or can I have a milk lolly or a tongue twister? And you walk up to see a bear at the counter like that. Yes. There's a curious bear on the hunt for something sweet found itself behind the counter of a California ice cream shop over the weekend. The big animal appeared to be making itself right at home when sheriff deputies turned up to investigate in the resort city of South Lake Tahoe. Early Sunday, is that how you pronounce it? Sorry if I butchered it. Officers shooed the Ursine server out of the shop, but not before snapping a few pictures of their encounter. I can imagine look as if it wouldn't have been funny if it had had one of them them shop hats on top of its head, to one side looking as yeah, what can I get you? With some encouragement, the bear ultimately left, but only after showing interest in the strawberry ice cream. Strawberry. Oh. Said a post on the Facebook page, El Dorado County Sheriff's Office. Thankfully, Fuzzy. Hey, boo boo. We're now going after picnic baskets. We're going after strawberry ice cream. Thankfully, Fuzzy the bear caused barely any property damage and there was barely any cleanup. Bears are common in California and frequently go looking for food in human settlements, including entering homes or vehicles. Attacks on people are rare, but the animal can sometimes cause damage, especially when they cannot find a way out. I bet. I bet. But like, yes, it kind of reminds me of that story that once our dear friend Reagan Elite sent me. You remember that elephant who decided to raid that candy shop as they were bypassing this, decided to roll in and just thief some candy. The only trouble is, the only trouble I had getting around there were all the names of about 26 vowels in there. Usually from Indonesia, and I'm thinking, cheers, Reagan Elite. Cheers for that. Much appreciated. Let's see. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes. More bare necessities. Oh, cheers, thank you. Dodge. We are in the midst of Parliament royalty, I suppose you could say. The man with the wonderful golden plumage on his head. The man whose hair is far more beautiful than the Mango Mussolini's. The one, the only, Michael Fabulous Hair from the former constituency of Lichfield. How are you, my dear friend? And I hope you are very, very well. You're not wrong, my friend. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. If you go down into the ice cream shop today, you're sure for a big surprise. Would have been funny if, like, I don't think that would have been a good scene in The Wizard of Oz, as they're going through the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, as they hit the ice cream shop. Saying lions and tigers and bears. Boom. Americans want the right to bear arms, but they stopped in care and no surgeon will do that operation. Yes, if you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear, you prick the wrong paw, then the next time beware, without a shadow of exactly. Hello, wonderful plumage parliamentarian. Chocolate and vanilla. I don't mind the chocolate one, but it depends on how strong it is. If it's a little bit too strong for me, it's. I'm not really much of a. I don't really enjoy the strong dark chocolate. But yes, but and vanilla and bears. Oh my! Good to hear. Thank you, dear. I'm doing well, and people can witness me in action in tomorrow's episode of The Shady Bunch has made an offer I couldn't refuse. I can well imagine. Mocha chocolate strawberry. Very nice. But anyway, yes. But We now need to get to our serious part of the show. We need to get to a serious part now, because we now have a you could say a breaking UK news terror threat level raised again. Banksy not helping.
Welcome to Broken News. The UK terror threat level has been raised, but it's not Islamic or far-right terror that's driving the change. The Metropolitan Police says the greatest current threat to public safety comes from pensioners, and our reporter has more.
Years ago, if you'd have whispered the word pensioner to anyone under the age of 70, you'd have gotten a warm smile as they fondly remembered the smell of boiled cabbage, mothballs, and the vacant-eyed dribbling farts of old Nana Betty.
Yes, can you remember that smell of old cabbage? I certainly can do, especially in my youth.
But today, if you were to shout the word pensioner in a public place, you'd be likely to create a wild, screaming panic, and many would duck for cover behind bollards. Now, the Joint Terrorism Analysis Committee has raised the threat level from substantial to Werther's original, its highest level in decades. Armed with nothing but a thermos, a tartan shopping cart, and the sheer will to queue indefinitely, rogue OAP thugs have been holding up these. Thankfully, this one has been disarmed, but the ones just behind me here on Parliament Square recently were very much not. And amid the searing paper white glare, brave police officers arrested hundreds of members of the Cardigan Cartel on terrorism charges. They detained more people, in fact, than they did in the aftermath of the 7/7 bombings, underlining the incredibly serious nature of these crimes. For weeks now, marauding codgers have waged a campaign of terror, striking fear into the very heart of British public by viciously sitting down on some grass, instilling sheer bone-chilling dread by gently singing, some of them slightly out of tune, and paralysing city streets with horror by shuffling slowly with walking sticks just behind me here. Police later told me that these sticks could at any point have been turned against innocent children and babies, smashing their fragile heads in like little birdie eggs. Thankfully, before things turned deadly, the Met Police had the clever idea to divert brave police officers away from less serious incidents like big burglaries, knife stabbings and rape, and brought them here to Parliament Square to arrest hundreds of these bus-pass bastards. Back to you.
Thank you. What a lovely story. Well, just some breaking news coming into us, and we are learning the sad news that freedom of expression has died at the age of 27. Born in 1998 as Article 10 of the European Convention on Human Rights, freedom of expression had been severely ill for the past few years. We'll bring you more on that later if we're allowed to. Freedom of expression, who died today. What a lovely story. That's all from Broken News. You're up to date.
Yes. Rest in peace, freedom of expression. that was Larry and Paul from Broken News. The only channel that is the pillar of truth and justice and holding this government to account. Yes. And does it get any better? No, it certainly does not, because there's been more. There's been more. You could say more. As we mentioned, Banksy, more trouble at mill as when it comes to, because now, if it's not just pensioners that are getting arrested, it's also murals that are getting arrested, as we shall find out, because yes, a new Banksy mural was arrested.
Earlier today, a new mural, allegedly by the artist Banksy, depicting a High Court judge beating a protester to a pulp with his gavel, appeared on the outside wall of the Royal Courts of Justice in central London. I can confirm this artwork has been arrested and is being detained under the Terrorism Act and has been placed in custody. Of course, we couldn't take the wall of the Royal Courts of Justice off and put that in prison. So we have constructed a new prison around the terror art, where it will be held until the arranged court date. The Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has been made aware of the situation and has issued the following statement. I am pleased that this terror art has been arrested and placed in custody, and I praise the bravery of the officers involved in apprehending this dangerous work of terror art.
Quite right too.
I will ask the Home Secretary to prescribe the alleged artist Banksy as a terror organisation, and I am glad this terror art attack has been covered up so quickly. I only hope my crimes and those of my government in facilitating the genocide in Gaza can be covered up so easily. Not sure I should have read that last bit out. Anyway, art is terror. Genocide is fine if Israel do it, just don't ask why. Please just stay calm and go back to sleep whilst we remove more of your rights and freedoms. Thank you.
Yes. Can you imagine if what Tony Hart would have thought of this tyranny now? That's what's happening. Yes, he'd have been locked up and had the key thrown away from him, and the Take Art program would have been off air quicker than you could say heart attack. But yes. Exactly, Peter. I spot. Yes, I spot pensioner action. Yes, Nanny Betty. Is that true? Going up in the world, we are blessed with royalty then today. Terror pensioners, they're coming to get you. Just wait a minute. A little bit more. Let's wait a little more. A little more and more and more. Yes. Cardigan cartel. Quite right. Yes, them vicious grass sitters, should I say. Yeah, I totally agree, Kirsta. Only when terror level gets to where there's original, yes. Totally agree. But yes, when I thought of where there's original, yum. Yes, you know it's serious when it gets to where there's original levels. Won't the PLST budget be going through the roof with all the pensioners that are accompanying them to the station? Quite right. Yes. Yes, I love oyster ice cream. Yes. Yes. rights and freedoms, abracadabra, gone. Oh yes. We have the legend that's in the chat. Not just only a legend, but my drinking partner. North of the border, the one, the only, the rantastic, the fantastic, the one and only, the one half of the Two Davis. If you're not subscribed to the Two Davis channel, please do. They do fantastic live streams where they talk about politics from a Scottish perspective. So please do subscribe to their channel. They do some fantastic stuff. Hello, my drinking partner. I hope you are very well. Still got that picture of me and you in that pub outside. I were actually in another live stream where when we were in where I was talking. I can't remember where I mentioned that I met you in Edinburgh, and this young lass says. She says, I saw you both outside the pub. I wanted to go over and say hello. And I said, well, why didn't you? I said, to be more, we'd have got you a beer, isn't it? Something, or whatever, you know. And he was like, no, I'm too scared. I would have got nervous. I thought, you silly sausage. Should have come in and said hello. But yes. Custody creams. And... hello, Rachel from Accounting. Yes, we have a member of Parliament in the chat. Rachel from Accounting. Oops. 5 billion. Oops. Yes, the Banksy cover up. Quite right. Yes. Totally agree. He's so rantastic. Exactly. I mean, you got his live streams. If you're fortunate, you'll also get a rantastic rant from the legend that is David McGuinness. Hope you and Sarah are very well. But anyway, let's crack on. We've got a bell today for you now. Know what I mentioned? The Reform Conference, the disaster that was the Reform Conference. Let's just say that we've got a bit of wonderful, you could say a bit of wonderful there we go. Bit of wonderful coverage of the Andrea Jenkins musical advice for Nigel Reform Conference. This is a doozy. Very, very funny. From the wonderful, hilariously funny, the national treasure that is Matilda Thorpe.
Welcome to our daily reform meeting. We do have a couple of issues at hand today. The press going after Nigel with his second home in Clapton's tax situation. Secondly, the anti-vax speaker we had at the reform conference. Any ideas or thoughts on how we handle this today? Not a clue. Andrea, as the most experienced female politician in the room, how do you think we should handle this? Avoiding tax and Farage, anti-vax and Farage go together like a horse and carriage. Hacks will forget what they wanted to say. When they hear my song Insomniac, they'll go away. Make your cake great again, Mucka doesn't sound the same. 14 councillors resigned, we don't take the blame. Just sing the anthem to the Queen. Everyone forgets that she's a royal has-been. When they try and disparage reform or Mr. Farage, don't try and defend being anti-gay marriage. If you think you've done something wrong, the
suggestions. Is this part of the job?
That's the only Matilda thought. She is hilariously funny. When I first watched that, I fell off my settee laughing. I was in hysterics giggling. She is hilariously funny. Brilliant. Exactly. Now that's a classic hit. Then farted, love the marriage. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Who thought to say to Andrea Jenkins, yeah, that's a good idea. Go dressed up in your spangles singing. Yeah, that'll go down really well. Conclusively proof that what a waste of a conference when all people will remember is Dame Andrea Jenkins looking like a prize tit on stage in spangles singing a horrendous song and everybody else just forgotten about. I saw a bit of a Radio Times interview where she started singing again, and somebody said, I can't remember where I read it. Somebody sent it as a tweet saying Dame Andrea Jenkins is putting a name forward as a anti-stop the boats migrant by singing on the beaches. That'll put them off coming to England. Yes, can you imagine? You've risked your life in one of the biggest shipping areas in the world. Only to see Dame Andrea Jenkins in her spangles singing that horrendous tune. You'll say, turn around. Let's get back to France. They're fucking mental over there. Oh, no, where is Alistair? You know, yeah, I think we all needed the giggles over since the last couple of days with what's been going on. Hello, my dear friend. Hope you're well. Had a bit of frog in my throat then. Hope you're very, very well. But yes, that was Matilda. Thought she's just absolutely hilarious. I love it when she does text off her Tory MP, because the amount of people are saying, is this a real MP? That she's totally convincing. Brilliant is Matilda Thorpe. But let's just give it a quit. Right, just out of interest. Now you know what we've been all struggling, having to deal with over the last few weeks. You know, we've had to deal with the flag shaggers and all the idiots that have, you know, been stood outside hotels. Well, so former hotels, you know, that's housing vulnerable asylum seekers. You know, makes me chuckle is you've got these women who are stood out there saying they're concerned about their safety and not realising they probably could very easily be stood next to a paedophile or somebody who's known to the police, draped in a England flag, who's known for domestic abuse. What a mad world we live in. But I think we might have found the answer as to how they've been indoctrinated into this real strange dichotomy, I suppose you could say. because has anybody in the chat ever heard of something called BYOT? Yes. Well, this is a new app that when you see it, all this flag shagging will become perfectly clear.
Starting brain loss medication felt intimidating at first, but when I heard about BYOT, it just sounded different. It's not just the medication, it's real support from actual racists. With BYOT, I have access to some of the most disgusting bigots on earth who can answer any of my questions.
Why don't you put an England flag in the windscreen of your car?
But I won't be able to see the road.
Oh dear, Mr. Woke wants to see the road.
I have a personal coach to help me stay motivated.
Your energy levels are quite low at the moment, mate. Have you sent any death threats to a famous black person today?
And I use the app to track my regression from an educated person who understands the rich history of immigration in this country to a know-nothing shit-for-brains stupid fascist cunt. It provides me with personalised plans to help me reach new levels of pig ignorance, so that one day I might find myself in the dream position of setting fire to a hotel full of scared refugees because a corrupt group of far-right millionaire f***heads told me to. It's made a huge difference having a team of c***s by my side.
Order your box today and get a free England flag that says no to immigrants on it, with immigrants spelt incorrectly in 5 different places.
Yes. So, if you see an advert for BYOT, or if somebody offers you any BYOT, just don't make any sudden movements. Just gently move backwards, slightly wave, and then just no sudden moves. Just move away. Michael Spicer, absolute genius, is the guy. Yes, absolute genius. And let's just say it doesn't get any better, when it comes to these flag shaggers. Here's another one who's suffered from what you could say suffering very badly from the new product that is called BYOT. And so much so, he decided to even ring in a well-known national radio station, and so if you're not sure whether BYOT really works, this is conclusive proof that BYOT is a real threat to us all.
I've heard these asylum seekers are getting free jetpacks, mate. Where's my fucking jetpack? You've got homeless people, starving, no jetpack, whilst them lot are flying about taking a piss. It's a fucking joke.
Right, okay, that's not true.
Of course it's true, mate. It's all over Twitter.
How many asylum seekers have you seen in a jetpack?
Don't get clever with me, mate, with your fancy fucking words, I've seen enough. This country is no longer England, Soon enough, they're going to force me to change my name to Abdul.
No, they're not.
I'm Steve.
Okay.
My name's not Abdul.
No one said it was.
Well, I just think we should stand on the beaches and shoot them all to death. Along with the trans, but I'll probably be called a bigot now. Can't say anything nowadays.
Well, you've just said it. Live on air.
I'm not racist. My care worker is one of them. And I've basically stopped spitting on him altogether now.
Cheers, Doris. Thank you.
So Twitter's lying to me, yeah? Oh yeah, brilliant. I believe that one. Who are you? Google. I think I'll trust my gut on this one, rather than you with your fancy fucking facts. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. Yes, so BYOT is a real danger to us all. So, if anybody offers you any BYOT, stay well clear. Because if you're not careful, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and Dick's your wife's best friend, you'll start telling everybody that all immigrants get free jetpacks to fly around the country while all the starving, hungry people getting on. Hello, my dear friend, Charlie Cat Fan Club. Hope you're well. Yes, nothing says I love my country quite like a sloppily dubbed Red Cross on a roundabout covered in skid. Cheers for that, my dear friend Alistair. Cheers. Yes, exactly. You're not wrong, Kirsty. I think there's been a lot of people on Twitter who've been using the app. Quite right. But, yes, with all those flags, the aliens will know who they are invading. Wait, they are already in Parliament, I think. Quite right. Oh, dear. But anyway, let's just have a bit of a chill out, relax moment. Because, as you all well know, when it comes to my daughter who's in the chat, the one thing she absolutely adores and loves is furry dogs. She loves furry dogs, and I always try and pick one out for my daughter, you know, to so for her to go, oh, and in true Friday Frolic style, it's got to be something a little bit different. But have you seen a golden retriever that can drive a forklift? Well, you will now.
This golden retriever can actually drive a forklift. His name's Forky. Don't let his goofy face fool you. Forky has 3 years of forklift driving experience. It all started when he first visited his owner's freight station. Watching his owner work the forklift, Forky was totally blown away and eager to try it himself. So his owner decided to teach him. To everyone's surprise, Forky quickly learned how to steer with one paw and even started helping out with simple loading and unloading tasks. Just look at him.
Look at him following the health and safety rules as well. Good boy. He's even wearing his only thing he's missing out is his high-vis jacket. Got his hard hat and his jacket. Just needs a high-vis.
Calm, confident, and handling the forklift like a seasoned pro. But Forky didn't stop there. He didn't just learn how to move cargo. He also figured out how to honk the horn when something's blocking his path.
Very important, is that.
He's not your average dog. He's a forklift driving legend. Since then, Forky has developed a fascination with all kinds of vehicles. He loves cruising around on the family's 3-wheeled motorcycle and even the kids' scooters. Now Forky's offering forklift lessons to the neighborhood dogs. Of course, not every dog is cut out for it. Neighbor dog fell asleep at the wheel after just 10 minutes.
Disgraceful. That's it. Sacked on the spot. Gone. I think he'll have had his P45 wrapped up in his sandwiches on the way home within 10 minutes, wasn't it? That was Forky. Exactly, Forky the Forky. But exactly, Tommy Lee Cadden. They're taking over our jobs now. You know, don't you think all these flag shaggers should be more concerned about these bears working in ice cream parlours and now dogs working as forklift truck drivers? Yeah, exactly. What jobs are left for us humans? Shouldn't there be these racist flag shaggers should be more concerned about the bears and the golden retrievers coming after our jobs? Disgraceful. Talk about being distracted, aren't they? Boom, boom. General Dog's body. That's joke of the night. Anyway, let's crack on as let's see if this works. let's see. No, we won't bother. Oops. Typical. Bit of a fuck up, but not a problem. Duh. What am I? But anyway. As you are now, let's just say you are truly honoured. Most times in the week in my live stream, you will at least get one bit of a clip of Larry and Paul. But no, this week, seeing as though it's my birthday, you are in for a treat. Yes, sirree, you are in for an absolute masterful treat. You're going to get 2 clips from Larry and Paul and broken news. So, but this is where they're going to bring down the news about a certain Apple event. Take it away.
Welcome to Broken News. Well, the tech world has been in a state of fevered anticipation ahead of the release of Apple's new range of products today. Rumours have been rife around what huge surprises the tech giant has in store for us, and our reporter has the details.
An iPhone that's 1 millimetre bigger, an iPad in a very slightly different colour than the other ones, and a MacBook you can't plug anything into are among the fresh and exciting new range of Apple products announced today. Prices are changing too, with the latest iPhone now available for only the cost of a 2015 Skoda Octavia liftback 1.6 TDI with 16-inch alloy wheels and hydraulic brake assist. And the new iPhone retains well-loved features like an easily smashable screen and a 34-minute battery life. Consumers will also be given the option to put all their data in iCloud or face a firing squad. At the product launch event, a man who isn't Steve Jobs anymore but has stolen his wardrobe, looks a bit like Ellen DeGeneres and talks like a Texas pig farmer, announced a unique new feature, a slightly different charger for every single individual Apple device. How wonderful. Back to you.
Thank you. Well, in a statement just released, Apple's chief technical officer said, "We haven't thought too much about these products. We don't need to anymore because nerds will buy them anyway at the full retail price, and some of them will even queue through the night like proper twats." A lovely story. Well, that's all from Broken News. You're up to date.
Yes, that was at the Apple event. Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is this? Oh dear. Oh dear. We have the one, the only, Granny Waddlebottom. Good evening, Granny Waddlebottom, and a very happy birthday. Thank you very, very much. Seen my beloved handsome Scouse boy Graham from Bower to the People. Yes, he's in the channel tonight. Whether he's done a runner now is a different matter. How are you, my dear? I hope you are very, very well. And thank you for the birthday wishes. Very much appreciated. I've just realised it's starting to get dark in here. Give me a quick minute. Ta-da! Yes. Yes. My dentures are dancing all over the place, having heard from my handsome Verrill Scouse. It's like Grindr on live stream here, isn't it? Oh dear. Exactly, Joe. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Yes. She's all yours, fella. Be gentle. You don't break her hips, lad. I made that. Oh, dear. Yeah, stay cool. It's a gummy invasion. Oh, dear. But... No, I can't do it, but never mind. Pass. She's more likely to break me. Oh, dear. I think you could possibly be right there. Very much so. Oh, dear. But, yes. Right. We also have this, as I say, we're heading into the back straight now. My God, where does the 2 hours go? It seems like to be just a quick blink of an eye, and then we're practically near the end. Where does the time go? But anyway, we've noticed that our very own, the very own press secretary, KKK Caroline Levit, has been certainly doing a lot of praying over recent weeks, and it seems to be since yesterday no different.
Dear Heavenly White Republican God, please allow us to protect President Donald J. Trump, ultramarathon winner, elite athlete, and President of the United States of America, in this press briefing today, as we're about to be met with a bunch of liberal woke media fake news like the Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, and also...
Can I have some Washington Post in the chat, please?
So I can tell Caitlin is in the building, guys. It smells like mothballs. You know how it's unmistakable. Can we open up a window? Anyway, please, dear Caucasian Lord, help us. Help me find the right words to make sure that every talking point goes back to blaming the Democrats. As you know, they are evil. They are the devil's work. Please allow me to turn every single talking point back to blaming Joe Biden, Barack Hussein Obama, and Kamala Harris. Okay, they're the ones who allowed illegal criminals like Albrego Lin-Manuel Miranda into this country, and to do what? Not what you want, okay? Because if we had it your way, dear God, Republican, beautiful, blue-eyed, blonde-haired Jesus, you look like Kevin McAllister. Has anybody ever told you that? That's what he looks like to me from Home Alone 2 Lost in Languages, teaching us the meaning.
Even the dog doesn't like it.
Christmas, which is without Christ, we have no Christmas. So, amen. I think we're gonna have a good one.
Amen. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. What's the cross? Oops. Let's do it this way. Yes. Yes, exactly. What's the cross? Yes. But thank you very much. Yes. Washington Post. Yes. Oh, Mrs. Oh, titty ye not. Can I take my socks off, though? Oh, dear. Yes, exactly. Yes, I'd love to know as well. Sometimes I have a look and I think, Jesus Christ, where's the time go? So I know what you mean. Yes. Quite right. Yes. So now you know what our KKK Caroline Levit gets up to. Every time. You know, before she goes on to her press releases. But now we go to a now new. Remember that well-known 70s detective. You know, the guy who would with the brown coat, long brown coat, solving all these mysteries. You know, go from wherever town to town, and you know, anybody's like, oh good God, somebody's going to be murdered any minute. And you know, he would basically say, he'd be sort of like interviewing these people, sharp as an eye, just be leaving it. Oh, I just want to say this. Well, yes, that's the one, the only Columbo. Well, he's got some rather interesting thoughts on the Epstein files, which I think quite easily prove our Donald Trump could be guilty. Could well be guilty. Oops. Yes, there's Columbo. He's just about to give it. I think we've seen this man before.
Oh, just one more thing, Mr. Trump, sir. There's some details.
Yes. We ever seen that guy? Oh, yes. He was arresting that mural. Disgraceful behaviour.
So this case that are really bothering me. They're going round and round my head and keeping me awake at night, sir. And if I can't sleep, Mrs. Columbo can't sleep, which means she's going to be grouchy for the whole next day, which ain't good news for anybody, sir, believe me. What's bothering me, sir, is this. I can't figure out why you needed to cut a deal with convicted sex offender Ghislaine Maxwell at all, sir. I mean, she gets transferred to a low-security prison with more freedoms and privileges, and in return she does those interviews where she gives you a clean bill of health, clears you of any wrongdoing. But if what Ghislaine Maxwell says is true, sir, and you were never inappropriate with anybody at these Epstein parties over 15 years, you did absolutely nothing wrong. If that's true, sir, then why cut a deal with Ghislaine Maxwell when you could just release the Epstein files, sir? But not only did you not release the Epstein files, sir, you went to the bother of having 1,000 FBI agents remove all mentions of your name from the Epstein files, sir. But that doesn't make sense either, sir, because if the mentions of you and your behavior in the Epstein files prove your innocence, then why would you want that evidence removed? You see why this bothers me, sir? None of it makes sense. If you're innocent, none of it makes sense. But if you're guilty, sir, and you are guilty, then it all makes sense. The failure to release the Epstein files, having all mentions of your name removed from the Epstein files, cutting a deal with a convicted sex offender, it all makes sense. With your words you protest your innocence, but it's your actions that prove your guilt, sir.
I think he may have a point. Yes. I have to say, I did hear the other day with, you know, we won't go too deeply into what happened the other day, but I did hear a weird conspiracy theory this was all set up to distract from the Epstein files. And lo and behold, the next day, I saw loads of conspiracy theories online saying the exact same thing. Mental. Absolute. He's guilty as hell, isn't he? Columbo. Yes, Columbo. I always remember enjoying watching. Exactly. I just want to say this. Yeah, before I go. Absolutely. Truth bombs. Yeah, is that true? Well, you learn something new every day. As Nick Abbott would say, this show's education, isn't it? No. But, yes. Hello, Saz. Hope you're well, my friend. Right, yes. That's right, my dear friend. Just one more thing. But anyway, let's just head into the... I'm sure there'll be one or two live streams. I'm pretty much sure probably Ed Thompson will be starting his live stream pretty much soon. So let's finish off with a bit of a good giggle. Let's finish off with a good laugh. What is it? Have you noticed when it's, I suppose it's the height of politeness and stuff like that we do. You know, we all seem to say, you know, when you get on a public transport, you get on a bus, go to your destination, wherever, and then when you're getting off, bus has stopped, and you say thank you to the bus driver, even but he's getting paid to do it. It's weird, but you just have that sense of I suppose it's that tradition where we just that bit of politeness where we say thank you thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But as I say, what happens if you don't? Well, let's find out.
Come on there, back to you, gaffs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oi, hey. Oi. Yeah? You forgetting something, are you? What? You never said thank you. What do you mean? Everyone else said thank you, didn't they? Why didn't you say thank you?
Why would I say thank you?
Because I drive the bus, don't I?
That's what you're supposed to do. You're a bus driver. That's what you get paid for. And very well paid, I might add.
That's besides the point. It's common courtesy to thank the bus driver before you get off the bus.
I only got on 3 stops ago.
It doesn't matter. You still say thank you.
You were going this way anyway. It wouldn't have made a difference if I was on the bus or not.
Can I get off?
No! Nobody's getting off the bus until this man tells me the stellar job I'm after doing. Right?
Will you just say thank you?
I'm not saying thank you. Why would I say thank you? He done nothing for me personally. He doesn't even give you change if you don't have the right coins.
You know what the fear is? If you don't have the right change, yeah? It's your own fault.
He has a point.
That may be so, but I'm still not saying thank you.
My ma's in hospital. I have to go. Like.
Oh, ma is in the hospital, right? Yeah? On her deathbed.
Oh, well, it says, no, you're not getting off. No, you can't get off until he says thank you. I'm not even attempt to try and do that brilliant Irish accent, but that was brilliant. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. I have to say it's something I do as well. I do. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, I'm going to head off now, and I'm going to enjoy a lovely cold pint of Peretti and chill out. And all I'll say is, thanks for the birthday well wishes. Really appreciate it. And you made my birthday even more special than what it has been. Because I have to say, when my son got me that book, I was deeply touched. So I'm going to look forward to filling that in. And so seeing you all guys, you know, spend a couple of hours with me, and I'm deeply touched. So all I will say is, stop me rabbiting, and I will just say, have a fantastic weekend. Take care, my friends, and I will wave you out. Bye. Take care, my friends. Ta-ra.